Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to another MapleStory video. And as it's Monday, we're going with the, I don't know, legally distinct Maple Monday. I still can't do that to Deboki. I need to figure out an alliteration that starts with the M for Maple. Maple. I got nothing, man. Maybe next week I'll come up with something better. But it does seem like I might want to do this every Monday. Because, honestly, the reception to the video I made on Monday was good. I mean, I didn't expect it to be bad, but I also don't really expect comments in general, because most of the comments that you get when you create stuff on the internet is usually just people telling you, like, you're wrong or something else like that. But surprisingly, I got a lot of comments, a couple comments, but they were all nice and encouraging, so fuck it. If you guys like this, I'll do it. Because I don't mind doing it. I just don't know how much value I can add to the top post of the week on MapleStory subreddit. But that's kind of what this video series will be about, I guess, now, since I am going to officially do this every Monday, I guess. But there's been a couple different things. One of the big things is the KMS Next showcase. And I won't talk about this too much, because I did make a video going over this, and I'll put the video in the description if you guys didn't see that and you want to check out my initial thoughts on this. But we're just going to look at the top posts over the last week on the subreddit for MapleStory, and just kind of see what's been happening. So let's take... I'm going to try my best to avoid memes and stuff, just because I want to keep it, like, game-centric. And I think that's fair. Because if you guys just want to go see funny memes, I mean... Okay, but to be fair, this meme does kind of bang. Yes, indeed, I love WAPs, worship, and prayers. That's what I'm saying. I love God just as much as I love, grinding. We'll save the KMS Next showcase for, later, but... the first thing of the day, or the week, is going to be the... This is a meme post, but I think it's relevant because I also did want to talk about, in case you didn't see it, the Korean president declared martial law, which was, I mean, it was wild. I'm really glad that everything got mostly resolved fairly quickly for the Koreans, because that's no fun, and I would not want to be in their shoes. But this was a meme post that was made the day after, or the day of, and it's just like, damn, bro, this just happened. This is affecting real people, but it is kind of funny. Leaked Korean president, I'm not going to try to say that, declared martial law because he logged into his Iran main for the first time since last night and realized Nexon butchered his class. He hyper-burned a Wild Hunter and martial law was lifted shortly after. Oh no. Hope Nexon balancing team learnt from their mistake and buff Wild Hunter in the upcoming next showcase. Oh no. Nobody tell him. Someone tell Nexon to hide Star Forcing from him. It'll trigger World War III. Jesus Christ. This is so bad. It is funny, but it's bad, and I hate that I find it funny. And then this kind of ties into the KMS Next showcase, but one of the things that they showed in the KMS Next showcase was that we are getting a built into the game Legion solver. So all of you guys who really dislike my Legion board being what it is, here, I can show you what my Legion board is since I'm just hanging out. I just got done grinding a bit ago. But my Legion board is overlapped because, look, man, I filled it out when I was 8K, and redoing this constantly is a pain in the ass. So with this tool being added into the game, this will be big, assuming it fills out the pieces for you, which I'm assuming it does. Because I hate having to drag the pieces manually. Yeah, it's a mess. But I am almost 9K Legion, so I will definitely put that in. I will redo my board one more time before this comes to the game. But this will be good for people like me, and people who hate seeing other people's Legion boards not be hyper efficient, because it's so annoying to constantly change it. But yes, the Legion Solver is being cool, and so this is an appreciation post for the guy who made the Legion Solver. I mean, if you haven't seen it, this is the website. I'm sure everybody who plays this game has seen it. Even has all the versions. I mean, this guy is the GOAT, truthfully. And I like the first comment. Wow, I woke up to a ton of pings. I'm genuinely surprised by all the widespread attention this tool has been getting throughout the years. I really only made it so I could have a cool project to put on my resume. Haven't really touched it past the first month of making it live because all the localization done were other people's contributions. And even then, ended up being pretty much no bugs with the algorithm. Even though I don't play much anymore, I'm glad people have gotten so much use out of it after this time. It's like funny. Dude's a straight Giga Chad. He just kind of makes a cool project for something he doesn't like and then walks away. And I mean, if it wasn't him, somebody else would have made it for sure, but he's the GOAT. For sure. And then this post, man, I saw this when it got posted first, and this was crazy. Friend just lived her first character, rolls 12 black flames. I can't even. Brother, this is insane. This is a Genesis AB weapon. And that is a tier 7 attack flame, if I'm not mistaken, with a tier 7 boss flame and a tier 7 all-stat flame with... I don't know what tier that stat flame is, but it's Dex, which is AB's stat. So this thing is... It's not perfect, but it's better than probably 99.9% of people's flames will ever be for their Jenny weapon. AB best class main signing bonus. Never seen AB's Jenny weapon. Looks crabbier than usual. He does look kind of silly, this little guy. But that is a Giga crazy flame. I'm happy for her. I wish it could be me. I hope it's me when it's my turn. Guess I'm never completing full pitch set. This is a 3-line prime belt. I think this guy got a little excited, but this is definitely swappable over, assuming he gets a dreamy 22 belt. But it is still pretty sick. And then people are just explaining to him why it's not Gigabyss. I mean, 3-line prime is crazy, but this is still swap-outable. And then the KMS Next showcase. So like I said, I'm not going to go over this too much, but I will briefly touch on it. So some of the things here. One of the main things to notice is they announced 3rd and 4th mastery cores. Overall, some classes are bigger winners than other classes, but overall, I think it's just a good thing, right? Obviously, we want more mastery cores. It makes sense, right? They also announced a new boss. The boss is the thing that I'm the most hesitant and confused about because it's like, I don't really understand who the boss is for. And what I mean by that is I don't even think it's like a heroic only problem that I'm projecting here. Because I know a lot of people only look at it through the lens of the server that they only play. And I try my best not to do that. Because I understand that, I mean, interactive and regular servers exist and are like the primary focus, especially in the Korean version of the game. But even then, I don't really understand who this is for, because even the top echelon of those players still won't be able to do this boss on release. So it's like, it's content in the game that is doable by like 20 people maybe? So it's just bizarre, because it's like, in my mind, this development time could have went towards like a boss remaster or like a new class or something that more people, the majority of people even, could enjoy. And then they could just release this boss later down the track when we get more systems that make things more clearable and more attainable. But it is what it is. And then the Genesis weapon, they announced the Destiny weapon, which is basically Genesis Weapon 2. So you need to have a fully liberated Genesis weapon to even start the questline. And this weapon is a level 250 base weapon. And it's essentially the Genesis questline, but for the Destiny weapon, for the grandest bosses. You can see here the first enhancement mission set is Saren, Kalos, and Kaling. The second set of enhancement missions will be Limbo, Baldrix, and Question Mark, so the boss that they haven't announced yet. So basically, this is just undoable anyways. But Saren, Kalos, and Kaling are be doable. Some of the main points about this is, obviously, it's higher stats because it's a 250 weapon. It keeps your enhancements, so things like potentials, B-pots, flames, all that stuff carries over from Jenny to Destiny. They also changed Genesis Liberation stuff to be faster. You only have to kill Black Mage one time to get the first quest. And then after that, you can fill up a bar from anything Lotus and above. Lotus to Black Mage, I suppose. So anything above Lotus that isn't a Grandest boss. And once you fill up the bar, I guess you can progress the next part of the Liberation missions or Genesis quest. Because you have to fill up a bar with it says like here, Trace of Darkness. Not really sure what it's going to end up being localized for us, but that's sort of what it is. And then next thing that they added was the Legion Champion system. At the time when I made my original video about this, there wasn't too much information about this, but it's basically just you can select 6 characters, maximum above 260, to designate as your Legion Champions, and these will have to solo specific bosses. Bosses like H-Lotus, HV-Hilla, Black Mage, Saren, and normal Kalos. Hard Saren, apparently. I thought it was normal Saren. I could be smoking dick, but I thought this was normal Saren. But maybe I am incorrect. I thought it was normal Saren, though. I don't know. Either way, we'll know exactly how it works when more people start posting it or it gets pushed to live for Korea, but until then, just know that these stats are locked behind clearing these bosses multiple times on multiple different characters, so you can't just do this all with your one strong character, which kind of sucks, especially for a server like Heroic or Reboot. It will definitely not be ideal. There's a bunch of cool QOL changes here too. The main things that I'll touch on is Monster Park Extreme becoming weekly, and you can do it on 2 characters. They also 5x the experience. So if you run it on Sunday, because every Sunday will be bonus XP from Monster Park at that point, you'll be able to get the same amount of experience as you would have prior to this change. Otherwise, if you run it outside of that, it will be less experience. And then also epic dungeons can be done on up to 2 characters, which is good. Soul Urda, excess Soul Urda will get converted into Hexa boosters, similar to VIP boosters. And overall, a bunch of other QOL stuff that is very good, and I won't go through all of it, because again, I do this in my other video. Again, if you want to watch that video and you didn't see it, I will link it in the description. But that's, I think, about it for me right now. I mean, there's not too much going on the MapleStory subreddit, but that's kind of what we got going on this week. So, with that, I will leave you guys until next time. So thank you as always for spending some of your precious, valuable time with me. Time is a valuable resource, and I'm always honored that people choose to spend some of it with me, even if you're multitasking. Honestly, I love that for you. That's why I originally started making videos. That's a fun fact if you didn't know that about me. I just didn't have enough stuff to throw on the side while I was playing my own games. So I was like, you know what? I like watching content about things that I enjoy, and the thing that I'm enjoying. So there's not enough of it, so I'll make some of my own. And it's always cool to me when people are like, yeah, I threw you on the second monitor when I'm WAPing or doing dailies. And I'm just like, fuck yeah, man. I'm glad I'm achieving the goal that I set out to achieve. Anyways, I'll stop yapping now. Thank you guys so much for spending some time with me. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you to my YouTube members. It's Biscuits in your Diz. Remix My Life. I'm Nifu. Thank you guys all so much. I love you all. Bye.